Oh, eh, hello, hello. Thank you all for tuning in to In the Mirror podcast. I know it's been a minute, but we're back. It's your girl Coco.
Your boy Jimmy Jam in the building.
All right, all right. And we're going to try to get it started today. We missed y'all. Hope y'all missed us. Let's see if we can get into it today. But we're going to start out with just kind of going into what we've been doing for the past few weeks. For me, just mostly working, handling a son that's in basketball. So, of course, basketball does not stop because school stopped. So he has 50,000 other things going on right now. So that's taking up a lot of my time right now. Um, and like I say, work, doing some traveling here and there, all that good stuff that you do when the sun comes out and it start getting hot outside. What about you, Jay?
Hey, just maintaining, like I said, we doing our 7-on-7s. That's been taking up a lot of time, even though we've been getting a lot of rain. So the rain
Yes,
been
we
kind of
have. Been a lot of
holding us
rain.
back. We got our games canceled last week, but
Mm.
I said we got 2 days of games this week, so we can make up for last week cancellation. So we're gonna have a busy weekend. We got 2 games Saturday,
Hmm.
2 games Sunday, and then next weekend I think we got 4 games.
Oh, wow.
One we got 4 games next weekend. So it's gonna be pretty busy, but man, I'm loving it, man. Like I said, I love being out there with the kids, man. Just helping these kids develop. What I'm saying, not
Absolutely.
just on the field, but off the field, character
Yes,
wise, and all that right there. So we kind of focus on all that with our kids. We care about what they do in the classrooms, how they
absolutely.
behave at home with their parents, and
Absolutely.
just teaching them respect and stuff like that. Not just football. So I love it, man. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, Jay, that that's something that you don't hear a lot from men. The fact I really, really respect the fact that you are that involved with the kids. I really do. I respect that, and I wish it was more people out there like that.
Yeah.
And you just don't play about the kids.
I got to give a shout out to
Yeah.
all of Russell County youth program.
Mm,
All the men out there. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
All the coaches, league president. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, everybody out there have a heart for them kids. You know what I'm
absolutely. I
saying?
applaud y'all, all y'all men.
Everybody. We got our own way of way we do things, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man, everybody intentions of making sure these kids excel
Right.
at not only football but also, what I'm saying, off the field too. So
Yeah.
shout out to Russ County, shout out to Council, man. He the president over there. What a dude, Cup. So like I say, man,
Yeah.
we got more than just a football program. We got a family community
Absolutely.
over there. So, check us out. You
Good.
know what I'm saying?
Good.
Tomorrow we'll be out there tomorrow all day at Midland um, Middle School
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow and Sunday.
All right. All
So
right.
if y'all in the area, you know what I'm saying, game start at 12.
All right. All
And I
right.
think it go all the way up to like 7 o'clock at night. So there's plenty of football.
Absolutely. And I got Mr. Council up there saying the county.
That's the president right there.
All right. All
That a
right.
big dog. What it
Keep it
do?
up. Keep it up. Keep
But
it up. I love it.
so we gonna get into some BS.
Oh Lord. Let's do it.
Hey,
Let's
but
get into it.
yeah, so we gonna try to cover some other stuff. Okay, I got a video early today
Mm.
talking about women that earn a lot of money. They can't seem to find men because
Hmm.
men don't want to level up to high earning women.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the video, but I want to get your response
Okay.
on how you feel about that while I find the video, and
Okay.
then we'll play the video, and then which
Mhm.
will be just the audio,
Okay.
and then we'll go from what she said off of the audio. But in your
Okay.
response, how do you feel about that?
Well, um, a lot of us women of age, okay, we have had the experience of dealing with men that make less than us. And, of course, yes, there are women out there that, make a, good amount of money, more than most men in their circle. And they do use that And yes, they are very arrogant, they're real nasty, they talk down to not just the men, women too, that make less than them. Nobody is above them, everybody is below them. If you make less than them, yes, there are women like that, but there are women, even if you're saying 70, 80,000, and the man's making maybe 50,000, we've attempted to have relationships with these men. This is why we know how they act and or react to us, because I don't know if I want to say they feel some type of way because we make more money than them, but it's either they kind of take us for granted because we do a lot for them because we want to bring them up to where we are, even though it might not be salary wise or pay wise. But if we're at a certain position in our lives, then we want to bring them up to that. So if, like, for me, if I meet somebody and he makes less money than me and we come together and I know he wants something, or he's into building cars, or he's into classic cars, or he's into new cars, or he's into, something specific that he's into, I'm going to want to put him in a position to have what he wants. That's just me though. Yes, I get it. There's other women that are going to act kind of funny with that, or look at me and like, oh, he ain't nothing. But a lot of us women, sometimes when we get to that point, we've already tried it a few times. So now we're at a position of where we're like, okay, no, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. It doesn't work for me. They either take advantage of us, or they still cheat, or whatever the situation is. So that's how it is for me. And yes, I have had that experience as well, because I like to do for my man. I just do. And I want him to excel as well. If it's something that he wants to get into, I'm going to try to figure out a way for us to do it. If he hasn't been able to do it on his own, sometimes it takes two people to do it. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
so
So
that's just me.
I'm gonna try to play the video. What
All
she's
right, let's
saying.
go.
So I'm gonna tell you something. When we doing this, them, them little demons, them little them
Now
damn
you
little
can't pull it up.
technical demons,
Hold
they
on.
come in. I can put it up, but I gotta cut the other. Go ahead. But
What?
listen, this is what I see. This is how I
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
I
Go ahead.
mean, our homegirl Frankie got a podcast that's called Two Things Can Be True.
Mm.
And that is a hell of a
Mm-hmm.
statement, because that is true. Two
Right.
things can be true.
Right.
With that whole thing, there there is some truth to um women having that argument that men don't want to deal with them because of the money,
Mm-hmm.
and some men feel intimidated by
Mm-hmm.
women who make
Mm-hmm.
a lot of money.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I've heard those conversations, but I also, on the other end, know that a lot of time when some women, and we're not talking about all these women,
Right.
but a lot of women, when they leveled up like that,
Mm.
they do become a little arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
They will become a little bougie
They
and
do.
not pretty much easy to get along with.
Absolutely. I agree.
And a lot of times they will use that. Well, you just don't want to, deal with a woman like me because it'll make you level up because you can't handle a woman like me. But it ain't that. It's your attitude.
Right.
And they don't want to never look in the mirror and see
Yeah.
anything
That
wrong
they're
with
the
them.
problem. Yeah. That
So
they're the problem.
that
Absolutely.
can go both ways.
Yeah.
With that whole shebang right there. I need to stop coming in here hooking up Bluetooth and all shit.
But you
Because
do be having that Bluetooth going.
I be having
You
everything
be
going
having that
on,
going.
and then when I be want to play something, I can't play
It
it
won't
because
come
it's
up.
linked to the Bluetooth in there. But I do want to play that video, and I'm gonna play it
Okay.
in a minute once I can figure this how to cut it off without getting up. I don't want to interrupt the camera.
Yeah.
But um, like I say, I've heard those arguments. And there are men that say, I just don't want a woman that already got everything, because then what's she gonna need me for?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yep. Yep.
So
And I've heard that before too. Like, men want to be needed. I have heard that. I mean, I've even been told before, like, Nika, I don't know if that whole relationship stuff is gonna happen for you, because I mean, I get it. The circle that I'm in, I'm probably going to run into men that make less than me. I completely understand that. So at the same time, for me, I have been in situations where the man has made less than me, and it didn't work out like that for me. It just didn't happen because either they were always had stuff going on where they needed money for something, or they weren't keeping up with what they had to keep up with, and I had to step in, and things like that. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times us women are putting out more than what we're getting back
Okay,
in a
let's.
lot of those.
I got it now. So we're gonna
You
hear
got
her.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna hear her. Then we're gonna respond to what
All right,
she's saying.
let's go.
Doesn't challenge him because being chosen by a high caliber woman comes with a weight he was never trained to carry. When a queen walks into a man's life, she doesn't just bring her body. She brings her standards, her vision, her bank account, her boundaries, her history of doing the hard work on herself. And most men out here have no idea what to do with all of that. They thought they wanted it. They posted about wanting it. They told their friends they was waiting for that woman like her. But the moment she actually showed up, it requires them to match her energy, and they can't. So they shrink. They sabotage. They go pick a woman who lets them say exactly who they've been their whole life. And they tell themselves it was about chemistry. It was really about comfort. The hardest thing to accept after being passed over by a man like that is realizing it was never about you. It was about him, about his readiness, about his level, about the fact that he saw the version of himself he'd have to become to keep you, and he wasn't willing to go through what it would take to become that man. You weren't too much. You were just a level above where he was willing to grow to. And the woman he picked instead, the one you spent nights wondering what she had that you didn't, she has the one thing you have to stop wishing you had. She doesn't require him to evolve. That's it. That's the entire qualification. She lets him stay still. And stillness is what a weak man chooses every single time over a woman who would have made him a better man. You weren't his wife. You were his.
Okay. Okay. So Rodney said that thing is when some women have a certain income, then it comes the saying, I don't need a man. I'm independent. But when I'm a man, when a man has a certain income, is how can I take care of my woman? How can I do more for my family? On top of that, with most is unbearable attitude. Right. So,
Right.
so like I said,
Yeah.
exactly. So men tend to have a different mindset
Absolutely.
when they have more money than
Y'all
and then women
should,
has a
right?
right.
Yeah.
Right. And women, but the thing about it is women take on a mindset of they don't need you.
They better than
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm independent. I don't need you.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
when you take on that mindset, then you send off that type of energy.
Absolutely. I agree.
Unconsciously knowing that.
I agree.
If you have that type of mentality, you're going to send off that type of energy towards a man. Men, we are in tune with energy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because most men kind of vibe off your energy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we can feel that. So that's why I'm going back to the bouginess, the sedittiness, and the looking down your nose at other people. So a lot of women, and I've ran into a lot of women like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They got this, they got the house, they got the car, they got the body, the looks, and all that, but they snobby as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't realize that's what's keeping them.
Right. They don't realize
from being in a relationship.
Exactly.
But the thing is, too, y'all men got to realize those women are like that with everybody.
Right.
It's not just y'all.
Of course.
They're like that with women as well. They look down to women that aren't in their same position as well.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So
because a man don't want a woman that's not.
Yeah.
Most men want their women down to earth.
Right. They want them. Yeah. Right. They want them chill. They want them.
Ass
yeah.
Right.
They don't want that.
A lot of times
they're not going to like them. Their family's not going to like them. Their friends not going to like them. All that matters. So yeah, they're going to look at all that.
But on the flip side, there are men that do not want to deal with women that make more. I've heard the conversations, what I'm saying, with men. So that's why I say, the two things can be true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And you say it's ego. It's an ego thing.
For men,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I would have to get a man opinion that feel that way.
Mm,
I can't speak for a man like that because I don't feel that way. I don't.
mm.
To me, it doesn't matter. A
Yeah,
woman's
whether the woman makes more
income is
money.
more of a personality with me.
Right, right.
So I mean, I'm gonna be me regardless of if she make 1 million and I only
Mm,
make 50,000.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I
I get
mean,
it.
I'm gonna pretty much, be who I am. And
Yeah,
if I'm not enough for her, then I know how to step out. I'm not,
yeah.
I don't have a problem with rejection.
Right,
And I do
right.
know a lot of women don't like rejection.
True.
A lot of women, I mean,
Yeah, that's very,
majority,
yeah, that's very
the
scary.
majority of women
Yeah,
don't like rejection, but they don't mind rejecting.
you're right. Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah,
I
that is
mean,
just true. Yeah,
I like say, man, I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's just tradition.
mhm.
I don't know if
Could
it's,
be like you say, two things could be
right.
true at the same. I mean,
It could
it
be
could be all of the
it could be
above. It
religion. It could be
depends
this
on the
just a
person.
thing of the order. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
mean, because the order of what this society says is the man is the what? The leader, the
Mm-hmm.
provider, the
Mm-hmm.
protector. So if I'm making less money, then how can I be the damn
Right.
provider?
Yeah, you're
You see what
right.
I'm saying? And if I'm making 50 and you making 150, you're not gonna
Yeah.
want to live in an area that conclusive to my
Right.
income.
Right. That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So who's gonna be the provider?
Absolutely.
So the order is out when it's like that.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So a lot of men are traditional men that's like, man, I can't lead my family
And she make more
because
money
if
than
she
me.
making
Yeah.
more money than me, then we're gonna pretty much live in the area that she
She want to
feels
live in.
comfortable in.
Uh-huh.
So what that makes her automatically the leader.
Absolutely. I
That
get
makes
that.
the provider.
I
Sorry,
get that.
right. So if you living off her income,
Yeah.
then she is the provider. You
That's
see what I'm
true.
saying? I'm
That's
more
true.
of a traditional guy to where, I feel that we should live in an area
Mhm.
that's conclusive to my income, just in case, you know,
Yeah, something
because we got
happens.
kids,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So with the
Yeah.
kids get sick or something like that, most of the time women are going to be the one that have to go
Have
out
to
of
stay
work
home.
and stay
Hmm.
home. So if you the provider
Yeah.
and that happens, then they're gonna switch the role to now I'm at home with the kids,
Yeah.
or either she going home with the kids and our whole life change.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But see what women don't realize too when it comes to a lot of that, when they don't want a man that makes less than them or
read,
close to them,
yeah, you
right?
see that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good. I got you in just a second,
yeah.
counsel. Um, what they don't realize, a lot of men that make the money they make or more do not want them. That's another thing they got to pay attention to. It's a
Mm.
lot of those men that don't want them. So they have to keep all of this stuff in mind. I mean, it is an order. It is thrown off a lot these days when it comes to dating. To me, we're paying attention. I don't know. We're paying attention to the wrong thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if we need to stop talking about our money. I don't know what we need to do, but we really need to go back to looking at each other's character. Like, do I like you enough to want to be around you, spend
Right.
time with you, be by myself with you? Do I feel safe with you? Do you know what I'm saying? We need to start back kind of looking at a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna read what you got up here, counsel. Men don't date women for how much money they make. Just have some. Right. Okay. Yeah, I get that. But in this generation, the main qualifying factor for a woman to date a man is how much money does he have. He has to pay my bills, all my bills. So we overlook the independent women for the women who believes in and wants to be a team. Okay. Yes, I get that. But a lot of that is women outside of like our generation. I think it depends on what age group you're looking in. Because yes, a lot of the younger girls growing up now, money is a big thing for them. But like for me, um like I said, I have been in situations where I've made more money and it didn't work out for me, but I'm not completely 100% opposed to it, I guess you could say, because how are you treating me? But it's just a lot of men that don't know how to treat women. And a lot of times it might not have anything to do with how much I'll make, but it depends on the age group you're looking for. Even though I can say I am a traditional woman too, in a sense, because a lot of us that look at it, that's still traditional in that sense. We I don't know, we get it does get thrown out of order for us. It doesn't feel natural if we are the main provider.
Right.
Like it doesn't feel
Right.
natural. It feels thrown off. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So it's really hard these days.
So I
It's
mean,
hard.
just think about it. Okay, we had a show in here. I don't know if you was in here. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
4 women in here,
Mm-hmm.
and we was asking about the type of men y'all like, and all of y'all. I don't know if you was in here or not. You might not have been here that day,
Mm,
but all the women in here had the same type.
okay.
All of them had, and they don't even know each other. They had the same type of man.
Okay. Okay.
So when you take a man, because it's like with women, y'all have a type that all of y'all like the same men. So this man has so many different options.
Mm,
Some men have so many different options. Okay. So you take a
I agree.
6-figure earning man that
Yeah.
keeps himself up, got himself together.
Mm,
He has plenty options.
right.
And then you compare yourself to his options.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come up and say, well, he just don't want to deal with a woman like me because I got my own money. It ain't that.
Mm-mm.
It don't have nothing to do with you
No.
having your own money. It's just the fact that he has so many options
Right.
because majority of the women like his type.
Right. Absolutely.
He's that type. So it's like
Absolutely.
so a lot of the damage that women go through are self-inflicted.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I say that all the time. We break our own hearts.
Right.
We
It's
do.
just self-inflicted.
Yeah, I agree.
So, because a lot of times y'all won't date and y'all like to say we're visual, but y'all just as visual and materialistic
Right.
as it comes.
Yeah, and shallow.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, like I say, a lot of times these issues are self-inflicted issues.
Right.
It's like taking a gun, shooting yourself in the foot, and then running to the ER playing victim.
Right. Right. I get it. I completely agree with you. Yeah.
But back to earlier the comment council made about men when we make a certain amount of money, we have a different mindset than women do.
Absolutely.
So it's like apples and oranges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It can't be compared.
Right.
We looking at what we can do more for the family.
Right.
How we can make it better for the family.
Right.
Women like they sticking their chest out like, I don't need your ass.
Right.
You step out of my circumference, I'm gonna get rid of you because I don't need you.
Yeah.
So it throws the dynamics off, and I think it was by design.
Mm.
I think it was
I
by
can see that.
design because you look at the European culture.
Mm-hmm.
They don't allow their women to out earn them.
Mm. They
White
purposely keep them at a
Right.
certain level.
They was purposely kept out of the voting
Yeah.
eras as well as corporate.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And they pretty much make sure they keep the order to support their religious beliefs.
Mm.
And that is that the man is the head and the provider and the protector.
Right.
So if I'm making the money, then I'm all of that.
Right. Yeah.
If she's making the money, then you're none of that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is out of order. So it could be a blessing and a curse.
Right.
So to women that make that kind of money, you're blessed that you're making it. But the curse part of it is it's gonna be hard for you to level up with a man, boo-boo.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just it's just how it goes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I remember I don't have this car anymore. But
What's up, Corey? Appreciate you coming in, big dog.
Hey, Corey. I don't have the car anymore. But when I first purchased my BMW, and I had purchased a 2019 BMW. I got rid of it now, but my dad, when I pulled up in that car, my dad said, "Oh, you ain't never gonna find no man now." This is exactly what my dad told me.
Why he said
he
that?
told me that. So he always has seen me as kind of bougie and materialistic and high maintenance. And even if he's had somebody ask about me, he has told me that he's told him, "You don't make no money for her. You don't make no money for her." And I'm like, "Why are you telling people this?"
And when you hear that coming from the daddy,
he really said that. He really said that.
Right.
He really said that.
He know his daughter.
I mean, I think he knows. Oh, he's seen
Spit
me
it out. You
being
getting tired
okay. Look,
tongue. You
look,
getting
look.
tired tongue.
I was
Now,
gonna say,
come on.
so he knows that I've been spoiled, and things like that. He knows that I can be spoiled, right?
Because he did it.
So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, I mean,
Okay.
he's seen it, but I didn't really see it like that at the time. But I still had to kind of think about what he's saying because a lot of times my dad is right. That's why I have to, if I'm really considering bringing somebody in my life, all I got to do is bring them to my dad. My dad gonna tell me what the situation is right up front. I
Right.
haven't heard it up. Nope, Nika, he's a gambler. Nope, Nika, he's an alcoholic. Nope, Nika, he ain't got nothing going on. And it just at the end it all comes into some type of fruition. But I know one thing: my dad is gonna tell me the truth. That's one thing he's gonna do. He's gonna let me know right up front, Nika, this is what you got going on.
Right.
This is what you dealing with right here. Even if seen it and I'm not quite sure, he puts that icing on the cake for me.
But
But
I say some things,
yeah,
it can be a blessing and a curse.
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, you got you women, and I'm not knocking women that make money and
Yeah.
want to level up and get their education and stuff like that. Kudos. I mean, that's not,
Definitely do that. Yeah.
you know what I'm
You don't
saying?
want to
But
stop women from
like somebody said,
excelling.
with the white women, they go to college to find a husband.
They do.
Black women go to college to become independent.
Absolutely.
So it's a different motivation.
It is.
So what they don't understand is that when you motivate yourself one way,
Yeah.
you pick up that frequency,
Right.
that type
You
of
do.
energy because that's
Yeah.
your motivation.
Yeah.
So you use that as a motivational tool.
Right.
So when you go somewhere, you carry that energy with you.
Yeah.
So a lot of men, it's like a lot of times that you out here, you dealing with women like that, man. And if you a man and you a sound man and you know
Mhm.
is what you want and what you don't want, after a few dates and a few
Mhm.
conversations, you'll pretty much know, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I can't
Can't
deal
deal with
with her.
that. Yeah.
I can't. I mean, she
Yeah.
nice, she look good, she
And
fine, she
and
got
a
this,
lot
that,
of
and the
that is
third.
trauma, and we don't realize it's trauma.
Yeah,
Growing up with single mothers because we see our mothers. I didn't grow up like that. I had my mother and my father in the home, but when when we have people that are raised by single mothers and they see their mothers doing everything on their own, I think it just kind of falls in line like that.
right,
Women just start thinking, oh well, my mama did it. My mama went to school, she took care of all of us by herself, so now I can go, I know I can do it without a man as well. You
right,
know what I'm saying? And they probably hear this too. They probably hear like, you don't need no man. Make sure you do this. Make sure you go to school. Make sure you go to college. So you don't have to depend on a man.
right,
Women do hear that. So we hear that growing up. So that's another thing too.
right.
That's
That
another thing.
generational thing.
It is. It
Right.
is. It's a generational
So
thing. Absolutely.
two things could be true.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, Frankie. We ever since you came in here with that right there, that was like that.
Been on it. And look, you done had me saying it. I'm telling my girlfriend, I'm like, look, two things can be true.
She came out with
Yeah.
one day, you know what I'm saying, and it's real. Because
Yeah.
you could see, when that came to me and said we were the only culture that thinks like that. You're right. We the only culture that think like that because, like I say, we go back to it.
Yeah.
When white women, you don't hear white women blasting white men, and white men are some of the most male chauvinist motherfuckers that's out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear the Mexican women, you don't hear the Korean women doing that. You don't, but you have whole groups of black women just down in this shit. Like, EJ and them not doing the show right now about, women that use child support as a hustle.
Absolutely.
And that's real. That's some real shit. That ain't nothing nobody just saying. That shit is facts.
Yeah.
That's going on right now. And that's
only the culture they talk about. Yeah, that's only us.
With us.
That's only us.
You see what I'm saying? So like I say, a lot of times black women, and we talking about women, and we can spin this to men too, but right now we talking about the women. They take it and they make themselves victim of their own circumstances.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like you don't get a chance to create chaos and then be a victim of the same chaos you created.
You remember we had a show one time where it was all of us. I think it was EJ and Sky. That might have been just us, me, you, EJ, and Sky. And Sky brought up something about how men need to be held accountable, getting women pregnant and staying around and all of that. You kind of remember that show?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah. So, and I can't remember how much we really truly got into it, but I think for me, like, it's the woman's body. It's the woman's body. Like, we know what we're doing. All of us know, we know what we're doing. We know when we bring a man in and we sleep with him raw, and we let him ejaculate inside of us. We
Mhm.
know what the consequences are going to be
Right.
at the end of the day. So, but as women, we to me, we have more of the accountability for that than the men do, because we have to start telling the men either wear condoms, or we have to make sure we're taking our birth control pills, or whatever the situation. We can't control what that man is doing like that for real. We gotta control our own bodies. We
Right.
gotta control what we have going on. So if we're trying to prevent getting pregnant, then we have to make sure we're going through manners to do so, because it's going to be a time we may sleep with him raw. It's going to be a time, where, we might decide, okay, we're going to wear a condom for the first 4 or 5 times we do it. And then now all of a sudden we're not wearing condoms. But we can't say, okay, no, I don't want to get pregnant. We are old enough to know, and it's too much information out there for us to still be getting pregnant.
I think the
And
responsibility lie on both of them.
yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, we can say, yeah, the man can wear a condom, the man can do this, the man can do that.
Yeah.
But if we as women are allowing them to sleep with us that way and go and ejaculate inside of us, to me, that's
Well,
on me. I
I
say 95% of the
I,
onus is on us.
I mean, you do have you do have the lock, as EJ put it so elegantly, lock and key.
Okay, right.
I mean, so I do know that responsibility plays a major factor in that,
Right.
and the preserving of one's body. And women should be more uh, skeptical of who they
Absolutely.
allow to explore their body.
Absolutely.
I get that part, but on the flip side, men should be more responsible on where they put their eggs and
I
lay
say
their eggs and
5%.
choose the women to have their
Mhm.
children with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Being a father of both boys and girls,
Hmm.
I mean, I could tell my boys and girls the same thing,
Yeah.
going just on a different level, because if I'm talking to the boys,
Hmm.
I'm teaching them to be more responsible. Wear a condom,
Absolutely. I
practice abstinence
talked to my son about
till
the
you
same
get
thing.
married. But if
Yeah.
you can't wait, wear a condom.
Absolutely.
Don't deal with women that you see toxic,
Hmm.
because they fine and they can do this and
Yeah.
that. Make
Yeah.
sure that you're dealing with a woman that you wouldn't mind having a kid with.
And some of these little girls worse than the boys are.
Right. So,
Yeah.
it could be it's a two-way street. It's a
Yeah,
two-way
I,
street.
I agree. It's
Well,
I
but
definitely believe some onus is on the man, but a lot of the onus is on us.
I get that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna argue that
Yeah.
at all to say, women, they openly they have the right to, say yes or no.
Yeah.
We can't have sex unless y'all allow
That's
it.
what allowed.
So I do understand that part as well, but just
Mhm.
because you allow it don't mean I have to be reckless.
You're right. And you know what? It might come down to communication at the end of the day too. Like, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're gonna allow sleeping with each other with no type of protection, then we need to, even though we know how sex works, we know how you get pregnant and all that. I mean, you do have to have, I feel like, what's wrong with us having that conversation? What if I do get pregnant?
I mean, those conversations definitely should be had with the parents. I'm gonna say something, and I'm kind of jumping subject,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna come back to it because we're gonna go to it.
Okay.
We was talking about me and Shabla was talking about the situation with the curfew that
Oh,
Columbus
yes.
is trying to
That's coming
enforce
up.
now with the youth downtown.
Right.
And she made a hell of a comment,
Hmm.
and she was like, it need to be better parenting.
Yeah.
You know what
Definitely.
I'm saying? Because we,
We need to know where the kids are. We need to know where our kids
I'm
are.
just saying it's got to be better parenting. Period.
Yeah.
Across the board, even with what we're talking about now with the sex,
Hmm.
the
Need to be having those
this
conversations.
conversation need to be had with
Yeah.
your kids
That's
at
early.
home. And it's
Early.
right. Everything your kids should get should come from home
Yeah. I
when it come
understand.
down to just basic family values.
Absolutely.
That
I
has
agree.
that has to come from the home. You-
And I'm going to tell you, just for me, that I feel that makes a difference, because I started with my girls really, really early. Just talking to them about everything and the consequences and STDs and pregnancy and all that type stuff. And my girls are 30 and 24 with no kids. And really, in their mindsets right now is that they don't even see bringing any kids. What the way things are going in this world right now. But I also tell them, well, yeah, you say that right now. Let that right man come around. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Anything can change
my
at any time.
my
So-
daughter said, like I said, I'm a grandfather of 6. So I mean, and even I said it. You
Mhm.
remember when we was in what I see your scrapbook. You
Uh-huh.
have that little thing. You say how many kids you want and the
Uh,
life. You don't remember that book?
not really.
I found mine not too long ago, and I seen with mine. I said I wanted one kid. Shit.
Look, I
But
was saying no kids
we
back
see
in the day.
we
I
see
was
how
saying
that
I don't
worked
want
out.
any kids. I'm
Right.
never get married. I was 19 years old. I remember. Next thing I know, guess what? Married and pregnant by the
Right.
time I was 20.
So
Okay.
we understand. Everybody don't have that. That family
Right.
type of value system. Don't even have that parent, that mother, that father that have that level of thinking.
Yeah.
That's why it's always good to have your children in youth programs and stuff like that, because
Mm.
like we see it all the time out there. A lot of these boys don't have fathers.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And we're gonna be the closest thing to a father that they get.
And not even mothers that have these types of conversations with them.
I mean,
Mhm.
it's just the thing though. When you, it's like as a boy, when your mama say something, it just hold a
You just go
different
in
level of impression on you. It's just
Yeah.
a different level of impression on you,
I get it.
opposed to when your dad or another man says it could be
Right.
the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just has a different impression on that boy. So,
Mm-hmm.
that balance, I can't stress it enough, that balance of masculinity and femininity, all children need it.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, they need that balance. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I hear a lot of single women be like, "Oh, he just don't have no dad," and this and that. Well, it's men out here that can mentor your child, but he
Mm.
can't be mentored. He or she can't be mentored cooped up in the house or letting them run around in the streets. Put them
Right.
in an organized sport,
Keep them busy.
but some organized.
Yep.
Because they learn different tangibles being in organized sports.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Completely agree.
and we just have a different way of thinking as a culture. When we put our kids in organized sports, we actually this the ticket.
Mm.
We want you to make it at
To
this.
succeed in that. Yeah.
We ain't worrying about the tangibles you bring from it.
Right.
The learning accountability and responsibility, the art of teamwork and things like that. The white kids, when they do it, that's what they learning. They take
Absolutely.
that to their jobs, they take that to their colleges, wherever they go. They
Mhm.
take organized sports and organized activities.
Yeah.
They take the tangibles with them.
Right.
Our culture is more worried about going to the next level
Mm.
of this sport.
Yep.
D1, D2, NFL, whatever. And I get it.
Absolutely.
You got to have that motivation, but don't let that be the only
Exactly.
motivation to where you lose the sight of everything that comes along with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
that's the one thing that we talk to our boys about a lot.
Yeah.
That's why it's not just about football with them.
I get it.
But it is.
Right.
But it ain't.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm
I
but,
understand.
but you know what I'm saying? So it's just understanding that, and like she said, she made that good observation, man. It has to be better parenting that goes on. So moving into the other side of the podcast. So we're gonna go into the domestic issues, the local issues, and the issues abroad that we deal with that actually affects our families more than we think so.
Right. Right.
Some of them just take a while,
Mm-hmm.
but they coming.
Mm.
Okay. So I brought this up Um, and I want to talk about it for a minute, then we'll move on to some other stuff that you had coming up. The curfew.
Okay. Yes.
Columbus is setting up a curfew right now for the youth.
And is that just for downtown?
I I think it is. I think it's for downtown.
Just for
right.
downtown right now.
Curfew, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said I would love to be in that town hall meeting just to see the response, because you read the comments
Yeah.
from the parents and you like, damn, what's wrong with these parents? Why would you advocate for your youth? This we're not talking about 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds.
Exactly. We're talking about young teens.
We're talking about
preteens
right,
and
teens, 13,
13, 14,
middle
15,
school age kids that's hanging downtown, that's actually wild.
Like their mama and dad go drop them off and then just let them roam and do anything.
But
like it's the babysitter or something. It's crazy.
And it's exactly that's what it be.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's babysitting.
But a lot of times, you got the mischievous kids that tell you they somewhere else and they really
and
not.
there's some, that's true.
But still, as a parent,
that could be the case.
You're supposed to know where your kid at all times.
Absolutely.
It should never be a time where you don't know where your child is.
Absolutely.
So regardless of what they told you, they were going, you should know for a fact
that's where they are.
That they there.
Yeah. So
the question of the matter at hand is, the people are having a hard time with the acceptance of a curfew. Because when we leave it, this is how I say this, when we leave it up to our political leaders to regulate our neighborhood and our communities, they only know one thing, and that's build bigger prisons.
True.
They don't build any other youth programs to give these kids something to do.
Yeah.
They're going to make bigger prisons.
Right.
They're going to invest in prison systems and they're going to make laws so they can fill these prisons. So when we as a community go to our leaders, our political leaders, for answers and how to fix our problem, that's what we're going to get.
Okay.
We're going to get more jailed young youth blacks.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
So as a community, we have to learn to understand where the problem starts and where we can solve a lot of our community issues.
Right.
And that will be at home.
Absolutely. Council said, boy, you said something there.
Appreciate you, brother. Better parenting.
Yeah. It absolutely takes that. I mean, just piggyback on what you were saying. We do need to know where our kids are. Why are parents scared to do that? It's almost like they're kind of scared, of their kids to discipline them or tell them they can or can't do something. We got to start putting our foot down. For my son, we have the technology to keep up with our kids these days. Like, for my son, we have his location on. You know what I mean? So I'm going to know where you are, at all times, and keep your location on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So we have the technology to do it. Why aren't we pushing that a little more? And now, you got parents that are feeling violated because the city is telling them what to do. You know what I mean? But if you were doing your job to begin with, if you were parenting your child like you were supposed to, this wouldn't even be an issue.
It wouldn't even be an issue to you because, right, exactly you said.
See what I'm saying?
If you know where your kids at, you know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? That don't even pertain to you. It would never pertain to you.
Right.
So if you a lot of stuff don't pertain. Like when I'm at work and I hear different stuff they come up with, that shit don't pertain to me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do every day anyway because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it long enough to know it. So all of that other shit don't pertain to me. Now, if you having different policies where you're changing the policies, then I might need to know that. But if you talking about safety stuff and all that, keep it. I don't want to hear that. It don't pertain to me. So the same thing with this curfew thing. If you're a type of parent that you know where your kids see, We that parents. We are that parents. Our kids don't go nowhere.
Nowhere.
Even our grown kids.
Yeah.
We know where they at.
Yeah.
You see
And
what
I'm
I'm saying?
driving you. And I'm
Right.
picking you up. No, nobody else
Okay.
can come get you. No senior
Was-
can come pick you up. No senior, because he has a car, can come drop you off at home. No, I will come get you. Because I need to know you're
Well,
going to make
Maurice,
it from point A to point
what it is, Mo Gotti said, what about parents that's from out of town that rent hotels downtown? What about their kids, the tourists? Well, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
What he said the underage kids that's from out of town that come with the parent. But I'm just saying, if you with a parent, then there's no curfew. If you with your parent,
right. Yeah, exactly.
the whole curfew is about the kids being out on their own.
That's right.
And even if you're from out of town, 9 o'clock at night, what youth kid need to be out
It's
of the
gonna be
house
out-
at
out-
9 o'clock at night in the first place? Regardless if they from out of town, it still has to be a
Yeah.
responsibility to the parents
Yeah.
to have a curfew. You should have a curfew with your kid anyway.
So I'm trying to figure out, Mo Gotti, when you're saying the tourists, are you saying that there's something, that their kids are being arrested? Like, is that part of what they're talking about? All this arrests that are happening with the teenagers? Are there tourist kids that are being arrested too?
Or you
Because-
just speaking hypothetical.
Yeah, are you speaking hypothetical? Because to me, it all goes down to the local kids. That's the problem.
They say they've had over 300 arrests.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
youth
Oh, well,
kids.
it's the people's kids that are coming from out of town. I mean, how often is that happening?
Like I said, it's a 9 o'clock curfew, and we're not talking about 17, 18-year-old
Mhm.
kids.
We talking about 14,
Right.
13, 14, 15.
Right. It's
That need to be at home.
with a parent
Yes, or with a parent.
at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I don't see tourists coming in
And letting their kids roam
be
downtown.
outside in a city that they don't even live in.
Listen, if you ever been downtown at night
Mm,
on the weekend, it's nothing but adults.
right.
It's clubs.
We're going to bars. We're going,
Right.
yeah, we're doing all that.
Why do a 13, 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid need to be
Jerome and the
down there with adults drinking and carrying on
Mm-hmm.
by themselves, or even with a parent?
Even with a parent. They not really allowing that. You know, they done got in the house.
Right.
They in the house.
It's a right, because you got Hollywood connection
Mm-hmm.
and soon to be David Buster's.
Yep.
There are places where kids, when I was coming up, man, and I know I come from a different generation.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
The more I'm involved with the community and the more I see the way, people do things, I know we on another level at 50 something years old. We come
Absolutely.
from another generation. We just have a whole nother,
Just a whole nother
family
mindset
value
on how,
system.
yeah, we do.
and I get it. I'm not conforming to this new era shit. Okay.
Yeah, me
Because a
either.
lot of it is self-destruct.
Me either. Yeah.
But it was a time when adults was in a certain room. Like if your mom had company, my mom had company, and we was all in the living room and her company came over,
Yeah.
we already know what to do.
Yeah. Go on in the other room. Y'all go play. Y'all go play.
You know what I'm
Get out
saying?
of grown folks'
We knew
business.
what
That
to
was
do.
get out of grown
We're not
folks'
finna
business.
sit there and be in a grown folk conversation.
Right.
Like we grown.
Exactly.
These kids these days don't understand that. They don't know the distinguishing between adults and kids, because the adults are acting like fucking kids.
Yep.
So it's no line.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? It's no line of respect with them. So they
Right.
feel just as entitled to be in grown folks' area in conversations as they do with kids, with grown.
Yeah.
So it's like the parenting needs to step it up and
Absolutely.
learn some shit,
Absolutely.
you see what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
because they don't understand what it means to be in an adult environment.
That's right. That's right.
No kid need to be downtown
Mm-mm.
after 9 a.m. without a parent.
9 a.m.
Period.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. What I
Yeah.
said,
9 a.m. Yeah. Like
They
they're
got-
early as hell. Is anybody even out at all? At 9?
They got me sweating. I need my rag. But
Look, Mario Richmond said, "Preach. Children are meant to be seen and not heard."
that's
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
So it's like
And you
I
know
don't
what?
understand the argument that they having
Me either. I
about
don't get
having a
that.
problem with the curfew, because if you was a parent from the jump,
Yeah.
they wouldn't even be a
They wouldn't
need
be
for a
outside.
curfew.
They
Right.
wouldn't even be
It wouldn't be a
outside.
need for a
Yeah.
curfew.
And you know what? Even right now with my parents, if me and if my girls were here, or with my son being here, if me and my mom, dad, and my son decided we were going out to dinner somewhere, we've gone out to dinner downtown before, things like that. We downtown at 4, 5 o'clock, and we back home by 7. You know what I mean? So we're not even downtown that type of time of night. And just like you said, it's really just for adults. If I'm downtown, I'm with a friend, an adult friend. We out at the bar, we, out at the loft, hanging out, whatever we doing. But if I'm with my folks, we going to dinner. It's 4, 5 o'clock,
Right.
and we back home 7 o'clock. We ain't even outside.
Right. I
So
mean, it's just parenting has to change.
yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? But
It does.
we don't seem to understand that. And therefore, they are building bigger prisons,
Mm.
massive prisons, and they actually taking money from education to be able to fund these prisons.
Mm.
And the young generation of parents are playing right into their hands.
Absolutely.
You go down here and argue a point to where your kids, and try to justify that your kids have the right to be in a grown folk environment.
Mm.
And then when something happened to one of them by one of these drunk grown folks, then you want to be down there arguing the fact that
I'm trying to tell you.
somebody messed with your kid.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So you put your kids in harm's way, and then when something happened to them, you want to argue the
You want to
fact
be you mad.
of what it is. As a parent, you are a protector of your children. You
'Cause
are not allow your children to make certain decisions.
You don't know what they're down there doing, because
You know what
you
they
can't
doing.
control
They-
you can't control them if they're not in your presence. So, like you said, as soon as they get down there and they start with some grown drunk adult, and the man punched them in their face and knocked them out, now you mad. Or they running across the street, they get hit by a car. Now you mad. But they ain't got no business down there in the first place.
Yeah, well, Marie was saying, yeah, you guys are right. I was just talking about tour. They might not
Mm.
know our local laws.
Mhm.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but it still go down to parenting. It has nothing to do with law.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you should have the same. It's not a law about parenting.
Mm.
It's a code of ethics. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So as a parent, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what law it is, you should not allow your 13, 14-year-old out of your sight in a grown folk setting after 9 p.m.
Absolutely.
Regardless of where you go.
Regardless.
Right. Regardless of where you go. I mean, and the only reason they having to make it a law is because of bad parenting.
Because of that's where it starts. That is absolutely where it starts. Now you can't get mad because they want to put rules and regulations in place.
But that's what they gonna do.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
like
what they
you
gonna
said,
do.
they're making up a reason to put your child in jail.
Right. That's what these laws are for.
Yeah.
Right. So we can put them in prison and get them a record, and then they can't get a job, they can't get college
They can't get
money. You
going
know
on.
what I'm saying? They can't get student loans.
Yep.
None of that. So you know what I'm saying? What's up, Tiffany?
That's gonna end up being their life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it all starts with the parents. You can't take that responsibility from the parents.
Mm-mm.
You don't need a law to tell you how to parent.
You sure don't. You sure don't.
You should know.
You should know. You should know. That's the thing. You should know. But we're already figuring out they don't.
They don't know. They don't know. So,
they don't know or don't care.
They're gonna say they're gonna F around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that thing gonna work. I don't know if they're gonna, hold the parents, which I think they should.
They should. Yeah.
Hold them responsible.
I think that's either
kind of
part of it or it's being talked about. That if they catch a child that's, not of age and is out, whatever, that they were going to start finding the parents. I don't know if that was something that was put out there as another resolution, or if they're going to be using that. I can't remember, but I've seen it somewhere. But
right.
Yeah, they were saying starting to find the parents.
I mean, I think both of them share responsibility because at a certain age, kids have to learn accountability.
Mm-hmm. They do.
They,
They do.
if they told something, they got to understand, hey, this is
Yeah.
what it is. You
Yeah, right.
can't do what you want to do because you
Right.
feel like it. So I think at some point the parents should have responsibility. The bigger responsibility should be on the parent,
Right.
but the child also bear responsibility itself because sometimes kids sneak out.
They do. They do.
You
They
know what I'm
do.
saying? Sometimes they
Sometimes
just
they might deserve to get their
right.
butt put in
They
jail,
sneak
get
out,
locked
and
up.
I know
Maybe they'll learn from
it's
that.
a lot of parents that just can't do nothing with them.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
No matter
So
what you do, no matter what you tell them, no matter how much you try to lock them in the house, they gonna find a way to do what they want.
right. We got you, Mo. We got you, big dog. We ain't chopping you up.
Right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we ain't doing that, Mo.
We got you. We just
We get it.
yeah, we just responded to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, just in case somebody out there that feel like you feel, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that feel like, hey, I ain't from there. I could go by that and say, hey, I ain't know y'all laws and stuff, but
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with your laws.
that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
It
Just
don't.
had to do with your parenting skills and your family values.
Yep.
So, but we just have to learn how to, listen.
Mm,
As
yeah,
we tell the kids all the time, listen to what somebody telling you to do
that's right.
and do just
Like
that.
we not telling you to hurt you, just to
Right.
help you. You
Right.
know. So we've been kids before, growing up. We didn't think our parents knew what they were talking about. We felt like we wanted to do what we want to do.
And you see how that works.
Yeah, okay. All kind of stuff done happen. Like, God dang, you got pregnant with you? Yes, because I was not listening.
Right.
So yeah, you got locked up when you were 15 for what? Yes.
Yeah.
Not listening. Yeah. So yeah.
Like
We've done it. We've been kids before.
Right.
We get it. But at the same time, that should make us want to, you know, just do the same thing for our kids, because it's going to be some that aren't going to listen, but it's going to be some that will. So that's the chance we got to take. We're going to have to hurt some feelings. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. And they just going to have to be mad. Some of us, some parents are scared of how the kids are going to react.
Right.
And you can't be their children. You can't be scared of how they're going to react.
A lot of them want to be cool parents.
Mhm.
Want to be the friends. You know what I'm saying? All this and that.
Yeah.
Instead of being a parent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I always say,
They
but
wanna
it's
be their
just
friend.
downtown. It's other places for them to go where they have kids. Thing right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
exactly.
what we were saying.
right.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
other places,
downtown. We
right.
get it. And that they're somewhat gentrifying downtown. They're building downtown up. They're doing a lot down there. So, I mean, I get it. They want people to feel safe. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The people
And
that are
man,
moving there, the people that are coming from other cities and other states,
think
when
about
they
it.
move downtown, they want them to feel
But
safe.
just think about it. When you with your grown friends, y'all throwing a party or whatever, grown up party, you don't want no children now. You don't even want your kids there.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
So it's like these grown ups down
Same
here.
thing.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Same thing.
Take y'all little ass home.
Get
Because y'all
home.
disruptive.
Yes.
See, it'd be different if they weren't so disruptive down there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be
It wouldn't even be a
They
problem.
wouldn't even know they were probably there.
Nope. Sure won't.
But the fact that these kids are so disruptive and disrespectful,
They are. Absolutely.
it's an issue.
They are.
It's an issue. It ain't got now. This don't have shit to do with color. This has
Absolutely not.
everything to do with ordinance.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Functional.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it
Yeah.
100%. It's nothing. I don't have any rebuttal about it. The only problem
neither.
I have about it is I really would like to hear a parent's argument of why they
should not
have that
put this curfew in place
when you had this much issue. And you got to think about it. If they've given it chance.
Yeah.
Because
It's been going on long enough.
Right,
Yeah.
300 something
Right.
arrests.
They're over it.
Right. It's like that.
We got to change it up. Something got to change. Yeah.
So we got to really try to do something to kind of keep these kids, because they can keep arresting them.
Oh yeah. And not say nothing and not do nothing.
And start killing them. Then what?
Absolutely.
Because we know how these cops are. A lot of them.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We see it all the time. We've seen it all our lives.
Right.
How a lot of these cops can treat our kids and us too.
That's right.
So that's a scary situation.
It is.
And as
It's a very
parents,
scary
you should
situation.
really have more concern of the safety of your child
Yep,
than you
than
do
anything.
their luxury and pleasurable life. where they want to hang out and hang fun. You worry about them having fun instead of worry about them being safe.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
And I wouldn't, I'm considering moving
Maurice, you think
downtown.
every city should have a curfew?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't
agree
think
with that.
so.
You don't think you think it depends on, like, they don't just need to make it up. They just,
I
it
think
depends
they
on
should
whatever
not have a
situation is
curfew
going on.
because I think parents should be parents.
Okay.
I don't believe no city should have a curfew because I think every parent should understand the importance of the safety of their children.
Right.
You
And
see what I'm saying?
we're
protect
at a
them.
time where that's not the case. So if they're so like you said, it's been going on for a minute. They've been having situations going on for however long, and now they need to do something. So I guess it can be the same thing with the cities. Instead of saying every city has
Because
to
think
have
about
a
it.
curfew, if nothing is going on and they're not having any problems, why throw a curfew in if you
Right.
don't have an issue?
So
going on?
when you go do this, okay. So if you go to having curfews, you don't fix the problem. You don't dress to solve the problem. What you're doing is you're creating an environment to where you are finna have a overcrowded jail, which Columbus have right now.
All right.
I think they say they have over 200 extras in the county right
don't
now.
have no damn room for it.
Listen, you pass by the county.
I have.
It's not that big.
It's not.
And you're saying you got 200 over.
And yet, mind you, they're not showing us the inside of these places while they're telling us they have to. Well, where are all these people sleeping?
Right. You have 200 over.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen. Not 20.
Right. 200. Add a zero.
So that means you tell me you got 200 people that don't have a bed. Okay, so now we talking about city curfew and all that.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't know, like, where are all these people sleeping?
Right. So you telling me you got 200 over the requirements.
Yeah.
The city jail is run down. Even the sheriff countryman was on the site earlier before I came here. Me and my wife was reading, and he was talking about he has tried his best to deal with this issue of the overcrowding of the jail and the bad conditions that's in the city.
And just think, they have a capacity limit,
right,
for a lot of places. Why don't they have a capacity limit for jails?
What can you do though? Okay,
but like you said, build more jails.
Listen, right?
That's the only thing you can do.
If the people are not changing mentally, then they still out of control.
That's true.
So you have to do something.
Yeah.
You can't just let them be because we ain't got room. We're gonna let you steal that car, but because we ain't got room, we're gonna want you to come back
right
when we get room.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like I say, it all starts with everybody looking in the mirror, dealing with they self, dealing with their house, their family.
Yeah.
And it's us. That jail ain't full of white people.
Right.
That jail ain't full of Mexicans.
Right.
That jail is full of black folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to take a time and look at ourselves for a minute.
We do.
And stop acting like we victims when we're doing a lot of this shit.
Yep. Stop acting like victims.
We doing a lot of this shit.
Yep.
That they locking us up for. We actually doing this.
Doing it to ourselves.
You see what I'm saying? So you got a jail that's overcrowded, 200 people. Now you got a city that's going into a curfew.
It's gonna be more in there. There's gonna be more in there. They have no choice but to build more.
But people are not changing their mentality.
They're not.
They not even really want to look at it. They don't even want to talk about it.
And then we have parents arguing the whole thing.
Right. They don't even want to discuss it.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with us. It's nothing wrong with my 13-year-old being out here. It's summer. They should be able to party with grown folks.
I don't want them in the house with me. At least they be somewhere. They ain't bothering me.
Scott, Columbus is talking about having a curfew for downtown at 9 o'clock curfew for the youth. It's not for grown-ups. It's not for grown people. It's not for people over the age, but it's for the youth, the underage kids that's plaguing downtown, that's corrupting. I mean, doing all kind of shit down there where they've had over 300 or something arrests of the young kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they discussing a curfew because that seemed like to be the only alternative to address the problem.
And this is just downtown right now,
Right.
Scott.
It's just downtown.
Just downtown
it's not the actual whole city of Columbus.
Yeah.
It's just downtown. Like my brother Mario said earlier, there's other places that's suitable for kids, for these children to hang out after 9. You see what I'm saying? If they got the Hollywood connection,
and they still need supervision.
You said
that doesn't mean go drop the kids off
at the Hollywood connection. It's police there.
Okay,
it's people there. You can drop them off at the Hollywood connection,
but it's people.
You see what I'm saying?
Still,
right.
Okay, so it's cops there.
Right.
Okay.
They have places for these kids.
Okay.
But downtown, it's like, hey, this is not a kids area.
Exactly.
And everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Anybody that live here knows that. Now, like addressing what Maurice saying about the tourists and stuff like that. Even under those situations, it's still a fact that why would you want your child to be out in this area
after 9 o'clock?
9 without you, because you can see.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the law don't mean you ain't got eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can see all these grown up down here hanging out. You see all these clubs now. These are clubs. Right. These are adult nightclubs.
Absolutely.
They have many of them.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? There's no reason for even a tourist to think it's safe.
Right.
For them to go lay up in the room and let their kids roam around after 9 o'clock at night in an area full of drunken adults. Because everybody pretty much down there either
that's what they doing,
high, whatever they doing. Yeah. Right. They doing what they do.
What they doing. Real quick, Robbie J. Hey Robbie.
What
saying
it do?
Hey y'all.
What it do?
I'll throw her in there. And Maurice is saying facts. I said that the other night.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we got to do something. We got to step it up. You know, these parents have to step it up, and they have to realize that they're the problem. Again, you're the problem at the end of the day.
But like I said, we're talking about the JIT system. The system is overcrowded.
Yes.
Now they're coming up with a curfew, which is going to get even more crowded because
absolutely,
as we see it, people are not trying to even deal with the situation. They're not trying to reflect on how I can change, what I can do to address this issue.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's going to get bigger.
It is.
And it's going to get bigger and bigger until something
get worse.
happens.
Something's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. And then you want to rally in March.
You
see what I'm saying? I'm not going.
I'm not going. I'm not going either.
I'm not going.
They're warning y'all. This is a warning.
Right. It's you already know if it don't change. If it don't change, if you don't pull, and I'm talking to the parents who these kids are. You see what I'm saying? Because your child, it don't affect me.
Right. It don't affect me.
I know what my
son ain't gonna be outside like that.
15-year-old. I got 15-year-old. And next week my boy will be 13.
Mine will be 15 in
13,
July.
I know where he is at all times.
That's right. I don't play with him.
So I'm not worried about my kids being caught up in that.
Me either.
Period.
Me either.
Period. It don't even affect me. But it do affect people that look like me.
Right.
And it could affect some of my family.
Right.
Yeah. And I want to be able to reach out to my family and my friends or whatever and tell them, listen, man, have a conversation with your kid. Get more attentive to your children.
More involved. Got to be more involved.
If they don't have something to do, it's plenty of programs.
Yep.
We looked up a lot of programs we didn't even know was in the city.
We didn't even know. Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? It can be more. It always can be more. There's always room for growth.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, but it is plenty of things for them to do. We like say you come out. If you come out there with us Saturday, tomorrow, it's plenty young men.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Yeah.
And I applaud the young men because they could be doing something else.
Absolutely.
But they are playing a sport that they love, and it's keeping them from doing other shit.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's plenty of things to do.
Yep.
You got like your son. He's in basketball. I'm quite sure you see a lot of young men in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that you can put your kids in.
Yeah.
And then have them a curfew.
Absolutely.
Because a curfew is a first thought of accountability. You
Absolutely.
see what I'm saying? Make them be accountable.
Hmm.
Don't just allow your children to roam.
Just do whatever.
And what I hate to hear parents say, I just want to give my kids what I didn't have.
I saw something. I saw a video, some video on TikTok that was talking about that. People saying they want to give their kids what they didn't have, but it's more than just allowing them to do stuff you feel like you weren't allowed to
Right, that
do
you would allow
as
to
a
do.
child.
Right.
Like it's no, like
No.
it's more of the character or telling them things your parents didn't tell you,
Right.
growing up
Or
that you
spending time with
experienced.
them that you
Oh
didn't
yeah, that you
get with
didn't
you.
get growing
Right.
up. You know what I mean? But not, oh, well, I didn't get a chance to hang out till 10 o'clock
So I'm
like
gonna
I
let
wanted
mine
to. So
hang
I'm
out.
gonna let mine know. That's not the same thing.
And see, that's what we're dealing with.
That's not what we
That's
yeah.
a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it is that. You
They're
know what I'm
using
saying?
that
Right.
as an excuse,
They
but
feel like
mm-mm.
I want to give my kids what I didn't have, the life I didn't have. I want to be the cool mom. I want to
Yeah.
be the cool parent where the kids hang
Absolutely
out and I
not.
throw the parties and blah, blah, blah. Because I wasn't a popular kid. So I want my child to be popular.
Mm-mm.
Man,
Absolutely not.
come on.
Absolutely not. We're supposed to learn from our childhood. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to learn and then try to teach our kids better. That's what we're supposed to be doing. I used to have sleepovers, growing up, but now I don't know. I don't trust a lot of kids now. I don't trust a lot of parents now. So you got to be careful where you send your kids. See, it wasn't that big of a deal back then.
Right.
But now just sending your child somewhere for a sleepover, mm-mm. That's not something that I get real comfortable with. And it's just stuff that you learn.
Right.
And even when my child, is like, mama, can you take so and so home? Like when I go, pick him up from practice or something like that, he might bring somebody that needs a ride home. Okay, call your mom and tell your mother that your teammate Jordan's mom is going to drop you off at home. You know what I'm saying? Or if, Jordan wants a friend of his to go to the Y with him, does his mom know? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just got to have a different type of mindset because you really got to take care of all these kids.
We need some parenting classes.
You know what I mean?
We need
All
some
these kids, like we need to make sure it takes a village. You know how it used to be,
Right.
it takes a village back in the day?
But
That's like out the window.
one thing that I
nowadays.
do understand that, in these days of time, a lot of these kids was not conceived from love. They just
Mm.
conceived from sex.
Mm,
So
yes, I see that.
so when you have, those type of environments,
Mm-hmm.
there's no family system, no family
not.
value.
It's not.
Just,
I agree.
they're just surviving.
That's true.
So
That's true.
a lot of these kids are surviving.
Mm,
They're in survival mode.
mm.
And
Yep.
it's a problem. And it's
It
going to
is.
get worse,
It's gonna
especially
get worse.
with the curfew. Now, get me wrong, I'm not happy for a curfew.
Right.
So if I've led anybody to believe that I'm advocating for this curfew, no.
Right.
Let me stand corrected. I'm not advocating for this curfew.
But you believe it's necessary in this case.
I don't think it's. I don't want to say I believe it's necessary. I feel like, if I could put myself in their shoes, the leaders of the community or that city, that area,
Yeah.
that district or whatever, what other choice would I have?
I
You see
get
what I'm
that.
saying? Because it is a problem that need to be dealt with.
It is.
So I
It
can't
is.
allow it to continue to grow until
Gotta do something.
major happens and we on CNN or
Mm,
MSNBC. So you have to, address it.
yeah.
And
You don't want to wait till something
so when you're
happens.
addressing
Yeah.
it from that chair, from that perspective,
Yeah.
then the only thing, because you're a lawmaker,
Mm.
so the only thing you can do is come up with what?
Come on with the law.
Another law.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not your kids.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's nothing about coming up with any type of parental,
Hold that thought, y'all.
any type of parental guidance. It's just I could come up with a law. So I'm not an advocate for the curfew. It's not like I'm saying, yo, go curfew, curfew, curfew. No. My thing is I'm an advocate for us getting better in the community, these parents of these kids that's out there changing their mindset, changing their ways and how they raising their kids and making their kids be more accountable. you have a curfew as a parent. Make your kids come home at a certain time. Or just tell them now, say, listen, you don't need to be down there with them grown folks after 9 o'clock. Simple as that. I'm finna pick you up. If you want to go hang out at the Hollywood Connection till about 10, I think 10, 9 o'clock, any kid under certain age need to be in the house. 15 and back, 16, you don't need to be out that late. I don't care about you having fun and all that shit at this point of your life. I care more about you getting your grades, graduating high school, and going on into your next chapter of your life. And then because you got plenty of time to hang out and have fun and party. And that's the thing about it, what a lot of parents don't understand, because I don't know if they was just that wild like that, or they didn't have a life like that. They want to let their children do that, but that's not always a good thing. The most focus should be on their structure and how they're able to move on from high school or middle school or whatever. That's when your life starts.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't start because you graduated. It's not over with. That's the starting of your life.
Okay.
So all the partying and all that shit as a kid, that's unnecessary. It's not. It don't have to have that. So it's not a have to thing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So it's not something that they have
not
to
something
do.
That's beneficial in your life. That's going to help you, achieve
grow. Your goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't care about that argument where they have to have a social life. No, they don't. They don't. They socialize at school. They socialize in their organizations that they participate in.
Right.
And then they have a little party, a kiddie party. They could go to that, something like that. But they don't have to hang out in the streets and socialize in the streets.
That's right. They don't.
They don't have to do that.
They do not.
They say whatever time the last movie was over, cut off. When I was 16, 17. Yeah, I get it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm the type of dad the way I am because I was not that kid. I did not have a tight ring on me as a kid. Okay. And Nick, it could have cost me my life. And sometimes it costed me my freedom. And like I tell a lot of, man, I was lucky to have made it from the life that I was in. I can't say I was blessed. You could say that, but the devilish shit that I was in, there's no way I could put God in it.
Yeah.
To say I was blessed. That's why I used the term lucky. So, when I look back on a lot of that stuff, I'm like, man, this could have
went all the way left.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I could say, I had, my parents were older.
Yeah.
And they, they was just pretty much like, man, he gonna be all right. They always used to say I had street sense. And when I was a little boy, that's all I used to hear. Yeah, Jamie got street sense. He got street sense. I could maneuver through these streets and make it. And I did. But I made a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah.
Along
the way.
Bad decisions. But I could honestly say the experience I've had made me the man that I am today.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
So, like I said earlier, some could be a blessing and a curse at the same time. That's one of them.
Yep. Yep, I agree with you. And I would say the same thing for me. If I hadn't gone through a lot of things that I went through, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Right.
So, yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah. And Mario is saying you didn't hit my folks' door after 12. I know that's right.
Right.
It was the street lights coming on. I know y'all remember that. When them street lights come on, you better be in this house.
Mario said, I'm not going to lie, I really hard on my son when he was in high school after football game. He wanted to hang out, but I didn't let him. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
and Mario,
because we don't know what's gonna happen. We can't control what's gonna happen.
Mario could tell you about a story, man. Me and him, we were young. We was headed out to Fort Benning to the nightclub. I ain't gonna talk about it tonight. I only want to go down in there.
No, wait a minute. So hold on. So wait, y'all were in high school during this time?
Yeah, we was in high school.
Oh my God. But you remember back in those days, like, didn't we have like sneakers or something? Like, didn't we have like little
They had
teen
the kazooties.
things we can go to back then?
They had the kazooties.
Yeah, we had stuff.
We had kazooties.
It wasn't like a sneakers. That wasn't the name of it.
But Mara said because others was praying for you and your mom watching over you, fam. I feel you, big dog.
Oh yeah.
I feel you. I take that. But they say don't do it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all have that tonight.
We had the
I'm gonna let you have that
tonight.
We
had the club on Fort Benning was called the Hid Dough.
Okay.
It was out on post. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell it, dog.
Oh Lord, he gonna put it out there. He gonna put it out there. Okay.
So
we listening.
So one night we headed out there. It was me, him, Mikhail, Baby, and we was in two separate cars, right? So Mikhail and Baby, they was in the car in front of me, and Mario was in my car behind.
Okay.
We had stopped at the matter of fact, right up here, the Dinglewood. Dinglewood used to sell alcohol. I'm throwing y'all under the bus.
Oh Lord!
I don't even think they ain't bidding no more.
Put them out there.
They used to sell alcohol to teenagers.
What?
Okay. Back in
the little Dinglewood pharmacy place over there?
No, the liquor store. It used to be right here.
Oh, it was a liquor store.
Corner right there.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
So they used to send. Ballistic. Ballistic was another one we used to tag down, and they used to sell alcohol, right? And
oh Jesus.
Yeah. So we went out there and listen, we were young.
Oh my God.
Stupid.
Yeah, go on and put the excuses out there. I hear you. Okay.
So we bought us I think we bought 2 cases.
Oh Lord.
They had a case in their car and we had a case in our car. A Colt 45.
Not cases of Colt 45. Jesus. Mario, putting all y'all business out there now.
Hey, so we ride, right? Yeah. So we done busted. We done busted.
Oh my God.
So I'm driving. We drinking. We come up the South Lunker Road. You know how you used to go into Fort Bend in the back way because the club right there by the stadium.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we come in the back way right there.
Okay.
So we come in that mother one that man, they had a roadblock.
So it's 2 cars full of y'all.
Listen, I'm about to shit.
Oh my G.
I'm about to shit a brick in there. I said, damn.
Oh my God.
I done drunk 2 of them. Listen,
and you driving.
I'm 17, 16 years old.
Oh my.
I ain't supposed to have it.
I know, right.
So we getting up on the block. I'm like, man, I need some gum. So I said, man, he was chewing some gum. Like, you ain't got no gum. You're like, man, it's my only piece.
Oh Lord, what happened?
He's like, man, it's my only piece, dog. I said, shit. I said, look, you got to give me that shit.
Like, you ain't taking the gum he was chewing on, did you? What? Y'all know what? Oh my God.
No, when you were scared, you would do some.
You trying to figure anything out.
You would do some crazy shit.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, I'm finna go to jail.
Oh Jesus.
I'm drinking. We got open beer in the car. It's like when we turned the corner, they was there.
It was already there. Right. Wasn't no getting out of it.
Right. Wasn't no getting out of it. So Mikhail and Baby, they was in the car in front of us.
Okay.
I seen them pull them over to the side like,
oh, geez.
Told them to go over there. Here we come up. Oh, he said, hey, we got another one. They drank it. They see the cage open up. We got it right there in the floorboard. One open. He said, they even drinking.
Ooh.
These were the MPs.
Yeah.
So they pull us over there, man. And I'm almost shaking like a stripper. chewing on Mario gum.
Right. And you ain't gonna be the only one that's gonna get by. Give me that gum. Maurice talking about, so, oh, we were scared.
Yeah, we was scared. We was all of us scared. So
Oh,
they
Jesus.
listen. Let me tell you, they
I
were cool to hell. 'Cause
cannot
most of the MP, they were all brothers.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
They said, listen, we ain't gonna do nothing. Give us this bill, and y'all get off post.
Oh, okay.
He said, y'all go right there, turn around and get out of here. Man, I was so goddamn glad.
I
Listen,
know you
can
were.
have
He let all y'all in their both cars.
both cars. He let us
Okay.
go. He
Okay,
let us. They
good.
let us go, man. But that was an experience. We talked about that for years,
I
man.
bet y'all
We
did.
talked about that. Mario bring it up a lot. Nah, I just went on ahead and brought it up so before you started. He said we DNA brothers. We brothers by DNA.
Ooh,
But
child.
hell
I
yeah.
cannot with that. Okay, all
We-
right. Well,
man, so
look,
that was
y'all,
just-
y'all survived. Y'all survived. I
Man.
understand.
Well, we used to wild out. We had, our teenage years. That's
Yeah.
why we more calmer now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just trying to raise the family and kick back. Ain't nobody trying to be no gangster, no drug dealer, none of that
Yeah.
shit right now. Cause them days over with.
I know that's right.
Oh
Did
yeah.
that, been there, done that.
They say Mikhail had a baseball bat in the car.
Oh Lord.
He ain't want to give up his bat. I'm like, nigga, you don't give them folk that goddamn bat. They get out of here. These folk take her to jail, man. You worry about a damn bat. Damn that bat.
Oh Lord. So they wanted y'all bill in y'all back.
Yeah. I mean, we ride around starting shit. We were
Oh, y'all. Okay. So that's why y'all
that's why
were
the bat
doing
was in
all
the
that.
car. That's
Oh,
in case of shit popped
Jesus.
off. So, cause you get drunk. We drinking Coke 45,
I get it.
malt liquor.
I get it.
Soon as that shit get in our system,
Over.
it's
Over. Over with. Over with. Damn it.
hey, we ride around hoping somebody say some crazy shit.
All y'all jumping out the car. And Markel got the bat. All right.
We used to ride around hoping somebody said some crazy shit so we can get
Oh
on that
my
ass.
God.
But yeah, man. But that, man. So I get it as a kid, man. I can say, man, I wasn't the best kid, and I'm not gonna sit around and act like, I'm holier than thou when I discuss certain stuff.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for me to sit back and act like I don't know that shit was wrong too at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna advocate for any wrongdoing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did it too. But it's still an excuse. But I don't judge it because,
Yeah.
I'm not the one to say you wrong, you gonna do this and you going this way because you're doing this and that. Because I done did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That I ain't proud of. So I try to make it up now. And how I raise my kids and how I'm around other people's kids and stuff like that. So I try to make up for, a lot of the stuff I did. I thank God to give me the opportunity to make it up.
Yep.
Because a lot of my friends and people that I roll with, they didn't get a chance to make up. They not here with us no more for some of the stuff that we was into. That's why I say, like Mario saying, he put it in a better perspective. I was being prayed over. Somebody prayed for me, and I made it through a lot of that. But like I say, a lot of my partners didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So the parents need to kind of change how they view things. Not that they want to give their kids the life that they didn't have, but they want to teach their kids better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Mario is saying that could have changed our life big time if they didn't let us go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand that all that damn beer I had in the car. Ain't no telling which way that would have went. So that's definitely, I believe that's somebody watching over y'all.
Right.
So okay. Well, that's good.
Right. So I mean, do you want to get on to the slush fund thing with your boy? Getting on to another subject. Hit that for a second or two or what?
Yeah, we could touch on it.
Okay.
So we're touching on it.
We're gonna touch on we're gonna touch on this for a minute, and then we're gonna get out of here after this right here. We already about that hour
Yeah,
and
we
a
got an
half.
hour and a half.
So give
Mhm.
another 10, 15 minutes so they won't take long on this. So let's see, got another comment here. Amari said we all have done things we're not proud of. Fee on that beat, dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, definitely that.
Mhm.
Definitely, man.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna talk a little bit about politics now.
Okay.
Politics, it plays a lot into our regular daily lives.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like more than people know. Um, Donald Trump has put into play, and I think it just passed in the Senate today.
Mm. Yeah.
Not today, yesterday, that approving 1.776 billion what they call slush fund money to his supporters.
Mhm.
Anybody that was wrongfully, well, he say wrongfully accused in the January 6th rioters, all the ones that
Yeah.
went to prison and had to pay legal fees and lost their
Mhm.
jobs and all this stuff. He has pretty much given them reparations.
Yeah. Yeah. Congress is trying to put a stop to that.
It didn't make it.
It did not make it.
They passed. Senate passed it. Senate passed it today.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
it passed in the Senate
Okay.
today.
Mhm.
That this money will be actually, going through. Um, and it just, when I heard it, when I heard about it when he first did it, I knew it would pass because nobody in that in that Congress or Senate got any kind of balls.
Right. Right.
I'm not integrity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that word more. That have no integrity,
Okay.
no moral conscience to stop some of this radical shit
Mhm.
that the Trump administration is doing. It's the fact that the matter at hand is they have this kind of money to give to criminals
Mm.
who on tape. This is not accusations.
No, this is a fact.
Right. You're on video,
Yeah.
live
They have
footage.
evidence.
Not being
Real
edited,
evidence.
that
Yeah.
you terrorized and tried to kill
Mm.
the House members and whoever else was there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Actually killed a cop and brutally beat several other ones.
Right.
The same group of people who back the blue. They back the blue when they killing black folks.
Absolutely.
They backing them.
Yeah.
But when it come down to white people, they'll kill their ass.
Mhm. And it's okay.
And now you finna reward them financially.
Mhm. Mhm.
At the same time,
Because of wage losses and this happened to them and whatever, whatever. Yeah.
right. At the same time, you're taking people off health care.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking money from the school education program,
Mm-hmm.
and you're taking people food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
You're cutting jobs.
Yep. Oh yeah. He just signed an executive order to cut more federal jobs.
And you cutting programs.
Yeah, cutting
help,
federal jobs,
right.
cutting
But
programs.
you got enough
He just
money
signed an
to go
executive order for that.
into Congress
Yeah.
and get $1.776
Yeah.
billion to distribute to these hooligans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To get them out of, because we already know the type of people that follow him.
So
right?
You tell me that you can do that, but you can't give black people reparations that was owed to them.
They
hundreds
They
of years ago with an S.
They can't. They ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not what they thinking about. That's back in the day. Like, we don't need to. We y'all get over it. We don't need to. No, y'all don't need anything. Y'all get over it. Y'all are doing okay. Y'all can get jobs. You can get your own businesses. Y'all can get houses now. You're okay. We don't need to worry about that. What we do need to worry about is these people that lost their jobs when they got sent to jail.
For
We owe
storming the
them money
Capitol.
for that.
For storming the Capitol and trying to kill the vice
Yeah,
president
yeah, yeah. Look, it's
and the
not their
Speaker of the
fault.
House.
Yeah, they lost their wages, they lost their jobs. We owe them. Yeah, that's the way he thinks. Because again, people, we got to look at this as Donald Trump is not a politician. That's what we have to keep in mind. This has nothing to do with politics. Donald Trump is doing what everybody is telling him to do. Half the time, he don't even know what he's doing. Because when y'all listen to some of the interviews that he does, he was like, you know what? I don't even know. I have to speak with the lawyers in reference to that. But, I haven't heard of it, but I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Like, what? What do you mean? So you haven't even talked to your attorneys about what's going on right now? Trump, really? Come on, y'all. Like, seriously, Donald Trump is not a politician. It has nothing to do
But it
with
sounds
politics.
beautiful.
It sounds beautiful, though. It just sounds so beautiful. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, these guys lost their jobs behind this. It's just the fact that we can help them out is just so beautiful. Really? Okay. So you know what? When I was kind of thinking about this and all this stuff that he's cutting, all these programs he's cutting, all these government jobs he's trying to cut so he can have money for all this stuff that he's trying to do, why doesn't he just print it?
Print what?
Money. Why cut programs? Why cut jobs? Why not print it?
I don't think they could just print money.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, they can't just print money because
well, they actually do. They actually are print money. They do print their own money because they got their own, whatever you call those things that print the money. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
I mean, think about it. Think about it though. Trump, look at the money they making.
Yes. By cutting all these programs and cutting all these jobs, right?
Right. I mean, they say Trump has made more money.
Billions.
More money in this year.
Yeah.
That he made in his entire life.
Absolutely. Yep.
In 1 year. They're talking about in his entire life. Collectively.
Yeah.
Right. Not just a number. Just
right.
Entire life. He made more.
Absolutely.
He made since he became the president. And
right.
They have the open market to where they could just mess with the stock markets and do all they do.
Do all they do. And real quick, Maurice is saying, wow, so we got to pay these jokers money for breaking the law. Yes, that's what we got to do. And he said that would have been a bloodbath if black people would have done that. Yes, no doubt, absolutely. No doubt. They would have killed every last one of them. And he says, hey, we need to do another show on this together ASAP. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We already know it would have been a completely different situation if it was black people that stormed this building. They wouldn't even let us in the building, even close to the building.
We wouldn't have got on the grass.
We would not have. It's no way they would have allowed that. It's no way that would have happened. All them folks would have been dead. But you know what? The difference between us and them, we wouldn't have done that to begin with. That's not our mindset.
You're right. We ain't spirited like that.
Yeah, that's not us.
And sometimes I ask, man, why we ain't like that? But
like almost like I wish we were like that. Maybe some things.
But it's just like it just really, man, when I see that and I hear that, it just really seems like, what I'm saying, we do have a spirit of God. We are like, they say we are God chosen people. It does, we just don't operate like no other race.
We do not.
We don't. We do not operate like any other race.
Yeah.
We don't have racial ambitions. We can't be. Even if we wanted to, we can't be. We can't be racist. I think even if we had the power to oppress, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah. We couldn't. We wouldn't.
We too nice.
We are.
You know what I'm
We're too
saying?
nice. We're too forgiving. We are.
We can't do. But other races do it on a daily, and they do it with a smile.
Yes, they do.
They do it
Yes,
with a
they
smile.
do. Yes.
I was watching a video of a white lady. Her name Jane something. She's a professor.
Mm-hmm.
She talks a lot about racism in this country. She's a white lady,
Right.
and she was in a room of young white people,
Yeah.
women and men, young adults.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked a question. She said, how many of my white counterparts would trade places with the black people of this country in the treatment that they receive? How many would trade places with that treatment? And nobody stood
Not
up.
one
she said, stand up.
White person stood up.
And then she said, maybe y'all didn't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
And she repeated it again. And nobody stood up. And she said, you know, it's alarming that none of y'all stood up because you see it.
Yep. You're aware.
You're aware of what being done to black people in this country, and you would not trade places with them, but yet and still you try to tell, like you just said, get over it.
Yep.
Get over it. But you're not a racist.
That's right.
Because you got some black friends.
They really think that means something. They really think that means something. Well, I have a black friend.
You're not a racist. Not a
really?
racist. You're insensitive
Yeah.
to what these people are going through right now.
Yeah.
And the girl got up, walked out. She said, see, black people don't have the opportunity, the luxury of walking out when they unjustly treated. They don't have that luxury. It's nowhere they can go in this country.
That's true. That's true.
But you got
almost in the world. If you think about it. Where can they go anywhere in the world?
Not just the city, Craig. The world.
I'm saying.
So I know a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but racism is at the heart of everything these people do.
Absolutely. It is.
It's at the heart of it.
Yeah.
They have other motivations,
mm-hmm.
other alternatives, other things that they're trying to accomplish. But racism is at the center.
It is.
Because racism is an oppressive type of movement.
That's right. And we see that. See that. That is what's going on right now. It all has to do with racism.
Right now.
And it's racism against not only people of color, but women, white women too.
It's sexism.
Yeah, sexism on top of that. Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, we can talk about that, and we'll say that for another show when we talk about white women.
Okay. All right. All right.
And how they played such a major role in racism. What it do, EJ? So, we'll say that for another show. And
all right.
I saw a video of a white lady who was saying that to black women, don't never think white women is an ally.
Absolutely. I agree.
No matter how nice they are, don't never think they're an ally.
Yeah. Because when it comes down to it, guess what they're gonna do?
Boy, stop.
Oh,
Jimmy love the white women, the white girls. What Jimmy you talking about? Not dissing. not dissing.
Tell him what. You must got a story.
I don't know.
You must have a story, honey.
Hey.
Where you get that from, EJ? That Jimmy loves them white girls. Where you get that from?
People think my wife white. She's light skinned. She light skinned, cuz.
Traveler is not white. Dang.
She light skinned, big dog.
Oh my God.
But you know what I'm saying? It's sickening to what we dealing with in 2026 in this country. And when you watching the difference, he probably trying to get me back. He got me thrown out. He probably trying to get back when I put that. But Nika said that. Nika said you were WrestleMania. What you say? Tell him what he had. Tell him what he had in his own.
Yeah, man, EJ had on that tank top, boy, that black and white tank top showing them muscles. Boy, look. I said, EJ better not show up in here with that on.
So he's showing the muscle.
Look, you showing them muscles, EJ. That's what I'm talking about. And it looked like you was in WrestleMania, baby. Y'all had a good show though, EJ. We caught some of it. Caught some of it. Y'all had a good show going on.
Yeah, we wanted to be on that one.
Yeah, we did. We wanted to be on that.
We supposed to be on that one, right?
Yeah, we should have been on that one. That was a good one. Y'all need a woman in there.
Yeah.
Y'all need a woman in there. I get it, but
I mean, I sit back, man, and when I watch this stuff, man, and it really bothers me. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna get out of here. That in 2026, we actually, going through this thing where they taking away every achievement lawfully that we made to be able to be considered citizens.
Absolutely,
and considered human.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they trying to wipe that away.
Yeah.
And a lot of black people still support this president.
They do.
And I hear them, they say little shit. I normally just get the hell away from them because I've learned there's no need, there's no reason, there's nothing you can say to a Trump supporter at this point to get them to change their view.
Mm-mm.
So it's not even a really have a conversation with one.
Right.
So when I hear somebody, black, white, whatever, that says good shit about Trump, I just get the hell away from them.
Yeah. There's no convincing.
Right. I don't even want to talk to you. Yeah. I don't even want to talk to you at this point because I know you are delusional or you just an evil motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you don't see the shit that this man is doing and think there's something wrong with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I was talking to Shaw before I left. That's man, listen. To now times, we've been on this earth 50. I've been on this earth 51 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I've really been heavily involved in politics for the past 10.
Yeah.
I'm seeing now with this Republican Party, like you said, it's not political.
Right.
This party is demonic.
Strong word.
This is not your normal politics.
It's not. Has nothing to do with that.
This is the setting stage for the Antichrist system. The Antichrist system. The Antichrist system. Okay. This party is demonic. Bruh, it's a video out there of every last one of these motherfuckers talking bad about this dude that's on his team now. That then flipped it up. It's almost like I said, it's like an alien and took their body and changed it because some of them even look different. They even look different.
Yeah.
And it's demonic.
And they all have the same script.
Same. It's like,
yeah, if you watch their videos, it's the same script.
There's no way that you can. It's like we do podcasts together. We've been doing podcasts together for over a year now. We don't have the same script. If we talk about this podcast, you're going to say something totally different.
Yep. Not the same script. We don't sit here. Me and you don't sit here and say the exact same thing. But there's no way.
You got 100 or something that get on the camera and say the exact same thing.
It's the same script over and over again.
It's like a fucking robot. I don't know. You remember the debate that the black chick had with John Ossoff in the midterms at 2022 midterms. I want to believe. When Ossoff was running, again, it was Ossoff or Warnock. One of them was running against the white girl that kept saying the radical left party, that she was just programmed. That's all she said during the whole debate.
Wow.
The radical left, the radical left, the radical left, the radical left. Every time she would start a question,
it was the radical
left. It's like, damn, you like a robot.
Wow.
It's like you guys are saying the same thing. So when you look at the Republican voters,
Mm,
if I was a Republican voter, I would take that kind of shit as an insult on my intellect.
absolutely.
I would
Y'all
say,
think I'm dumb?
you must think I'm fucking.
Yeah, you think what?
You really
Yeah,
think I'm
yeah,
stupid?
yeah.
People can say what they want to say about Democrat voters. The one thing about Democrat voters are not gonna vote for you if their lives look bad.
Mm-mm.
You can't get up there and sell them some bullshit
Right.
just because of the party. Democrats do not just vote for the party because it's just the party.
That's right.
I need something out of this vote that's gonna benefit me.
Yep.
Republican voters don't give a fuck if they get benefits out of it or not.
That's
They
right.
just care about the party.
Absolutely.
They're gonna vote Republican down the board, whether they got them fuel or their gas is $5 a gallon
Yeah.
or it's $2 a gallon. They're gonna go to that poll and hit Republican,
Absolutely.
regardless.
Yeah.
Whether they got medical insurance, whether they got food in their refrigerator, whether
Mhm.
they got whatever they need that they lacking, they don't give a fuck. Long
Mhm.
as the Republican Party
Yep.
is in charge, I will suffer.
Yep.
The Democrat voters are nothing like that.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope.
Nothing.
Nope. 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 And they're going to phase Democratic Party out
They
at some point.
yeah.
The way that is going right now, they're going to phase the Democratic Party out, and all we're going to have are Republicans.
Yep, I believe that.
Yeah, that's the way I feel like it's going right now. Because even with me mentioning about, no party names on the ballots, and then I got information that, well, it's not that, it's because you registered a certain type of way. So let's say that is the case, that I registered as a Democrat. Um, when I registered as a Democrat, right? And I go to the polls and all they have is a Democratic Party on there. Well, what if I want to change that vote? What if I want to vote for a Republican? Same thing with the Republicans. If they registered as a Republican, what if they want to change their vote to Democrat? So you saying I can't do that now? If that's the case?
My gosh.
I mean, it's crazy. It's really, really
So-
crazy right now. And yeah, it's going to phase out the Democratic Party at some point if they keep it up.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe because they just seem
Absolutely.
so helpless.
Yeah.
They can't do shit.
They can't do shit. And that's the way we're looking at them. Like, y'all weak.
We
Some weak ass motherfuckers. Like, do we even want to be involved with y'all at all?
They can't do
If you
shit.
can't do nothing
Nothing.
about what's going on,
Nothing.
like what does that
Even-
benefit us to vote for y'all?
You know, and I remember when the Democrats had control, they couldn't do a lot of shit.
They
then.
sure couldn't. They could not.
A lot of shit they couldn't do then.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's demonic. And the devil has taken over, which we always said that it's the better of the two evils.
Yeah.
But right now, that Republican Party is showing another side to evil that we have never seen.
Mm.
And the sad part about it is only the beginning.
We ain't seen the last of any of this.
Because stuff takes
just starting.
It takes
Yeah.
time to trickle
Yeah,
down.
it does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It does. It
And
takes
just
time.
like it's gonna take years to change it. Even
Oh.
if they do get Trump out of office
they
some
gonna
kind of way, y'all
Yeah.
know how long it's gonna take
But
to
this
get
motherfucker did,
things
right.
back to where they were. That's going to take years and years and years, and it's going to be a lot of stuff that's
I
not
don't-
going to change
be honest
because a
with you,
lot of them
I
are
don't
going to be
want things
okay
back.
with
I
what's
don't want
changed.
things back the way they were.
Okay,
I don't. I want things to change completely.
and I agree with that
I want
because it probably needs it.
I
We
want the-
need it.
I want the
We
whole.
need it.
I want the whole system to crash.
Right. We need it at this point. We need to
I want
start
that.
all over. Tear it
I
up.
want,
Start
it all,
all
I
over.
want it all down, gone,
Yeah.
and we start fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. I would not
scratch.
be opposed to that at all.
Because even the system before us then was still oppressive.
Yeah.
It was just a comfortable form of
Yeah.
oppression.
Exactly.
Right. It was a
Yeah.
comfortable
We got
form of
comfortable.
oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comfortable form of oppression, but it's still oppressive.
Yeah.
So anytime you have that many of your oppressors that's
Mm-hmm.
over something, the judicial system, the medical system, the education system,
Yeah.
they over the laws, it's oppressive.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we just need a
Yeah.
total crumble of this empire.
Yep. Start all the way over.
And then black people, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
But that's it. It's been great. It's been a minute.
Yep. It's
I mean, we
it's
got
been a minute, y'all.
we're gonna
It's
be
good to
here.
be back.
We're gonna be here now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we got things going on, but I think it'll kind of get back to this normal state of mind in July
Mm-hmm.
or the end of this month. I know we got our playoffs. So our last regular season game is next weekend, 14th, which is my
Okay.
son's birthday.
Okay.
He'll be playing a game on his birthday, which will be the second year in a row that he had to play on his birthday. But he
Right.
could because he loved football, so he could with that.
Okay.
And then the next week is the playoff and championship week.
Okay.
So when that week's after that week, then we over. Then we try to get back to normalcy around here with in the mirror black. I
Okay.
mean, in the black.
Yeah.
Um, coming back on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, say we have me and Coco, who's in the mirror, do our things here and there on Friday. We're not going to do it every Friday, but we do what we can.
Yeah.
So, but we definitely going to get back to, our Sunday routine. And so hopefully end of this month or early next month,
Yeah.
we can get back to our Sunday routine
Mm-hmm.
with EJ and Miss Coco, not Coco, Coco right here.
Miss Miss Sky.
See,
Yeah.
I be fucking.
Miss Sky.
I be
Right.
fucking. That's why I don't like to be the host.
Oh,
fucking,
yeah, we
but-
got it. We know. Look, I know what you mean. I get it.
Yeah.
I know where you're going. I know you're going.
But it's been a great show.
Yeah,
It's always a
yeah.
good
This has
show.
been a great show. We touched on a few things. Got some politics stuff in there. Some city stuff in there, and that's what we're kind of trying to change it to a little bit. We're still going to touch on relationships here and there. But we're also going to touch on some local things going on, some politic things going on. So that's why we're kind of calling it, let's talk about it. We're going to put everything in there. So, if y'all come up with some things, hit us up, like, share, comment. If it's something y'all want to discuss, let us know.
And we out.
We are out. Thank you.